Okay folks, I'm back, and here we are with the I'm going to give you a quick rundown of our Jeeps as promised. I've been asked by many people what are the modifications that we've done to both of our Jeeps, and I've put it off long enough, and finally getting around to it now. So here she is. Let's start with Cindy's Jeep. Cindy's Jeep is a 2011, no, I'm sorry, that's our car. Our Cindy's Jeep is a 2004 Jeep TJ Sport. That's a Wrangler, I guess it goes as a Wrangler X, is what they call them on the American side of the border. But Cindy's Jeep TJ, we've put a 4-inch rough country suspension, 4-inch rough country long arm suspension, I should say. And along with the 4-inch long arm suspension, we've also done the belly up skid plate on it, which my friend Alan Justison, he's a fabricator that's done a good bit of work on my on the pirate ship for me. He's an awesome fabricator, machinist, and Alan built her the belly up skid for her Jeep. And let's see, we go around here. She's got the KC lights around front. She's got the a bumper that my friend Wayne built for her. We took it from the Hanson bumper. We sort of stole a design from Hanson bumpers, and we sort of drew it up ourselves. Probably nothing like a Hanson bumper, but that's what we started with to get our design, was the Hanson bumpers. And then my friend Malcolm, who is also one of my fabricators, he does great work. Malcolm put the stinger on for her. The 8274, she's an old 8274. It's been completely refurbished by my buddy Kevin Casey, who he has a great extensive knowledge of the old 8274s. He rips them apart and puts them back together in no time. Painted everything, put new seals and all that good stuff in it. Cindy did her up with some synthetic rope, 3/8 synthetic rope, and it's great stuff. She doesn't have it wound in since the last time we were out. She should put her cover on it to keep the UV rays off of it. But anyway, so that's the front bumper, and then let's get under here. We'll go down to the steering. As for the steering, she's beefed up her tie rod with the Currect-Lync system, and it's a really nice beefs up all your front steering components, and pretty much bolt in. It's really nice, heavy duty drag link and tie rod, and then you'll see she's got the ARB diff cover on the front. She actually has them front and rear. They come with a magnetic dipstick, so when you check you can check your fluid, and at the same time while you're checking your fluid, you'll notice if there's any metal shavings or chunks stuck onto the dipstick, tell you that something's wrong and you might want to investigate. So very nice, heavy duty. There's no way you're ever gonna damage that ARB cover. Really nice covers. So anyway, and then she's just got your standard Dana 30 that comes in most TJs. And as for axle shafts, though, she does have some fancy RCV Performance CV joint axle shafts. They claim that they're unbreakable, and the nice thing is there's no more U-joints. You can turn your steering wheel to the left or hard to the right, step on that gas pedal all you want, you're not going to break a joint. That's the nice thing about them. And they don't bind when they're in four-wheel drive. So really nice RCV Performance. They sell for around $1,000, but if you're going to put chromoly shafts in for $500 or $600, I highly recommend putting a few more $100 together. These are unbreakable shafts. The only problem with that is it does make your next weakest link would be your ring and pinion. So you know, but if you're a sensible driver and you're not pounding on it, bouncing your Jeep up and down, jumping it and such like that, you have no worries. These axle shafts are going to last forever. She'll never break one, I guarantee it. So the RCV Performance says that the axle shafts are so tough that even Chuck Norris can't break them. So anyway, that's just the orange boot you can see that covers the CV joint, and that's just to keep the water and mud out of the joint. The very low maintenance. You grease them every 6 months, once every 6 months, and they grease right in through the end of the axle shaft. Very nice, very simple, super upgrade. I highly recommend. And right beside it, you'll see the little pink circular things going over the axle shaft. That's the Alloy USA axle seals, outer axle seals, and they keep the water and mud from getting in your axle tubes, which eventually gets into your differential center housing, and destroys your gears and locker and all that stuff. So, and if you got you know, if you got money invested in your gears and a front locker, well then you know, it's a nice upgrade to give you a little more sense of security. Cindy, actually, she's got 411 gears, and for a locker she has a Detroit Tru-trac, which is a limited slip. It's a great little locker. I find it lets her down when she gets a little off camber, but other than that, most times she gets in the mud, stuff like that, you watch both wheels are spinning, so it works quite well. But now that she has the RCV axle shafts, I'd like her to get a selectable front locker. So eventually the Detroit Tru-trac will come out and hopefully put in an ARB or an aux or something to that effect. Okay, and so let's, that's the front end there. In the rear end, she has a Dana 44 out of a, it comes out of a 2003 Rubicon. My buddy was doing some upgrades to his Rubicon. He put a 14 bolt and a Dana 60 in it, and sold off his Rubicon axles. So I decided to pick up the Dana 44 for Cindy. It comes with the air locker and 411s, so it was a perfect bolt-in upgrade for Cindy. And the air locker is still in there. We didn't put the pump in, but the we went with another method. Cindy went online and found this, what they call an enema bulb, and on eBay. And what it does is, well, it's for giving enemas, but that's not what we bought it for. Rather than have a pump that requires mechanics, she replaced the pump with strictly an air line that runs to the differential. And then when she wants to lock her axle, it's just a matter of two squeezes. Well, sorry, first you close the pressure relief valve, and then two pumps of the pump, and the rear axle is locked, engaged, full-time locker. And then when she wants to release the disengage the locker, it's just a matter of turning the pressure relief valve. It lets the air out and unlocks the locker. Simple, no mechanics, foolproof. You can't beat it. I think it's a great way to do it without any mechanics or failure that you have to worry about with electronics or such. So simple. You know, there's many different bulbs you can get. You know, the old office chairs that use, that's what we were originally looking for. We couldn't find one of those. Not too many people make them anymore with the bulb like that. So Cindy found this online on eBay, brand new. It was never used. So this is Cindy's Enema E-Locker for her Rubicon air locker. So that's that. Nice clean interior that Cindy has in comparison to mine. And so that's it. That's Cindy's Jeep. I think I covered everything. She's got some rock rails, skid plates under there. She's got full engine oil skid and the belly up skid. She's nice and flat right across the bottom. Really nice little Jeep. She's got a 1-inch body lift. That's just to get the, it gives you a little more room in between the body and the frame, so you can get in there to get the mud out. Very important. Anybody that has a TJ or you always, it's very important, rinse the heck out of your frame. Make sure you get the mud out of it. That's what will make your frame rot, because the mud that gets in here will trap the water in. The water gets trapped in, your frame rots. That's how it happens, especially up here in Canada. Not so bad. I'm a little jealous. I see these rigs down south with, you know, they show videos and pictures, and you look at their undercarriage and it's not a speck of rust or anything. It's unbelievable. Or, you know, we can paint this thing every bloody year and it still rusts. And the last thing you'll see on Cindy's bumper here is Love My Jeep. That's Cindy's board name on our Jeep Club, the Nova Scotia Jeep Club, and that has been on her Jeep since I met Cindy. We met on a Jeep run with the Nova Scotia Jeep Club on the Support Our Troops run, and it just happened that she had the exact same color Jeep as me, and the rest is history. You can watch the videos to see the rest. So anyway, that's Cindy's Jeep, 2004 Jeep TJ with some extra modifications. So that's Cindy's. That's probably gonna kill the video for this one. So we're probably going to look at a part 3 to this, because YouTube only allows me 10 minutes to make videos and upload a 10-minute video. So that's the rundown. I'm going to cut this one off here, and so you guys watch for part 3. Part 3 will be my Jeep, the pirate ship, and so we'll see you then. So come on back and keep an eye out for part 3, folks. It's coming up. And thanks for watching, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. You can get an email every time I put out a new video, and the more subscribers I get, the better it is for me, and yeah, that's important for me. Anyway, thanks again, folks. Thanks for watching, and tune in to watch part 3 of the pirate ship.